Hello friends, my name is Koolio and welcome back to the channel. Today guys, we're taking a first look impressions video for TERA M or TERA Mobile. Now this is the mobile port or version of the very popular free-to-play action MMORPG TERA, which is awesome because the game actually just launched on consoles about a month ago, and it's also really popular on the PC. And so I'm checking out the game now on the on Android. Actually, this is an Android emulator, but the game should be coming out hopefully by the end of this year for North America and Europe. So I am playing this on an Android emulator. The game is in Korean. I think it's only available in South Korea right now, but I can't really confirm that. But I do have a couple things I want to talk to you guys about jumping into this first impression. So I believe I have the game set to max settings. It took me a while to figure it out, but this is about as good as the game is going to look. The game actually does look fairly good. It feels like a little bit more of a lower textured pixelated version of the PC version of the game, which is not a bad thing. It's fine. Like, especially if you're playing this on a smaller phone, this game's going to look absolutely fantastic. Now, the first thing I want to point out, and hopefully I can figure out how I got back there again. It took me a while. I believe I click here. So the game did not give me any character creation at all. There was none. I clicked on a character class and then I was immediately sent into the game. So I'll show you how that kind of ended up working. It looks like these 6 characters that we have right here are the characters that you're going to be playing in the game. There is no male or female version of them as far as I can tell. Like it really did not give me an option to select gender. All it allowed me to do was to essentially select a class or to select a character. So let's go ahead and pick the little panda guy and show you kind of how this works. So this is what the panda guy is going to look like. It gives you kind of a basic rundown of his abilities if I could actually understand and read them. I believe he's probably a priest character or a mage. So if I just click on the bottom left icon, if we go here, hit accept, it'll load us into the starting menu, like the cinematic, the intro talking about the world itself, talking about the conflict, talking about your story within that world. And then if you want to, if you don't want to watch this whole thing, which is essentially what I ended up doing, I just clicked on the skip icon up on the top right. So I just skipped that, and then this is essentially what it brings you to. It tells you like, here you are in the world. I'm assuming it's telling you like what continent you're on, and then you're brought into the game and it starts the tutorial. There's literally no character customization. You just select the character or the class that you want to play and it just drops you in it. So I gotta be honest, that's a huge negative for me, that you don't have the option to actually customize your character and make them personally to the way you are, and all of your characters will have the exact same name. So Koolio YT or Koolio YouTube was the name that I selected, and unfortunately that's the name of all of my characters. Now I don't know if hopefully maybe later in the video it'll actually give us options to customize your character. There are cosmetics that you can buy to make them differentiate from other people if you want to go ahead and buy those. I'm assuming you can buy armors and weapons, everything like that. So now that we made a character, now that we're actually in the game, let's go ahead and actually jump in and see what the tutorial is all about. It does have auto pathing. You go ahead and click on that and it'll move the character around. One thing I will say though that I'm actually incredibly impressed with is the game, as soon as I launched it up for the emulator, it already had all of my key bindings set for my keyboard and my mouse. Amazing. Like, they have it set up pretty much like if I was playing a regular PC MMO, which is really great. And by the way, I'm not doing anything. I literally have my hands off the keyboard. I'm not touching it. The game is auto-playing for me. It seems to be a very heavily focused auto-play MMORPG. Not the biggest fan, you guys, of that. I don't like that. I want the option to be able to play the game. Now, on the bottom right, it looks like there is an auto path feature. If I go ahead and maybe if I, unclick my quest, then it'll take it off, and then if I want to, I can actually end up moving around using my keyboard and my mouse, and I can attack by pressing the space key. So you can end up turning it off, but if you want to, like I'm going to do right here, I can just go ahead, click on the quest, let go of the keyboard and mouse, and just let the game play itself. So I'm going to let that kind of run through a little bit while I talk about the game in general and some of the systems. There are, if you look down here, let's see if it'll actually keep playing. Yeah, you can hear me in the background, my character is fighting and stuff. I do like this interface. This looks totally fine. You get a really close-up look of what your character is going to appear like, and if I go ahead and take off a piece, I'm assuming maybe this is, there we go, unequipped it. I probably actually just destroyed it, now that I think about it. You can see my character's appearance actually changed. Oh wait, there it is. Let's see if this is equip. I honestly don't know what equip is. Can I just drag it? Maybe not. Hold on, maybe I can drag it to my character. You can't. Is this equip? Please tell me that was equip. And there we go. Now my character actually looks different. I like that. I like MMOs that the armor actually changes your character's appearance. Now, that may change as we continue to play the game and go farther and farther in. They might just have recoloring sets of certain armors and everything like that. But the thing I've got to say so far is the game does generally look really, really good. And there is a high amount of polish behind it. And the more and more I play it, the better and better the game actually ends up looking. So I will say this is like one of the better looking and highly polished mobile MMORPGs to copy their PC counterparts. There are some things I'm not the biggest fan of. No character customization. You just pick a character, you can kind of run with it. So we're going to go ahead and actually just run through and check out like the kind of the rest of the tutorial and kind of skip ahead so you guys don't have to see all the boring parts, because you guys know that the boring parts in MMORPGs is the fact that you have to go through the tutorial a bunch of times. I will say though, one thing that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and see if we can't turn off the auto pathing. They do have dodge features in this, so you can actually dodge and move around. It is action combat, so whichever way my character is facing, it'll actually attack in that general direction. So that is super, super cool. Same with, I believe, same with your abilities too. You didn't see that because I pointed it in the wrong direction, but maybe we'll use this one. I think that's a healing ability, but I wasn't like hurt at all. So it's awesome that they're bringing over their iconic action combat to this game. I was really hoping that you would see like a reticle. Is this the reticle system? Because I honestly have no idea. I think this actually auto locks the target. If you guys see that, the icon that I'm kind of selecting off to the side, off to the right, I think it kind of auto locks targets for you, but we'll give that a test. So let's just go ahead and run through the rest of the tutorial, and I'll show you guys the highlights of the cool stuff that happens. So let's go talk to this fallen warrior. I guess maybe collect his dead body, you know, his items off his dead body is what I meant, not his actual dead body. Okay, let's go ahead and just kind of run through the tutorial and see if there's anything other really cool stuff that we can see, and maybe actually get to the open world itself.
무기도 없는 젊은 아가씨가 왜 여기에? 여긴 위험하오. 여기서 대피하는 것이 좋을 것이오.
반응이 없으신데요? 어딜 다치신 걸까요?
I don't know what this oh, there she is. She wasn't talking. I have to say, like, the voice acting is really good. It's very impressive. Let's go ahead and just skip this, but I wanted to show you guys that little clip so you could actually see how well the voice acting was. Okay, so another feature I want to show you guys that I actually just came across is they have these camera functionalities off to the bottom left on how you want the game to actually look. So if I go ahead and click on this, they have a whole bunch of options that you can switch between, such as kind of a top-down view, right behind your character. They had one where it was like zoom in or zoom out, and then I don't know what these other ones do. I'm assuming it maybe has to do with like maybe locking in the camera or something. I don't know. I don't know. I like that they've got that. Let's go ahead and actually switch to top-down view. It's okay. You can't zoom down, you can't move your camera around, you can spin it and stuff like that. But for a game like TERA, you've got to have the down view like this, and you've got to have it zoomed out. So this is the best camera options right here if you guys want to, you know, check out what the camera options for the game. And I think you can zoom out probably a little bit farther. I just can't do it on the computer because my monitor's not a touch screen, so oh well. But I think it's cool that they gave you all those awesome camera functionalities, you know, immediately right away. Oh snap, we got our first boss fight. Let's bring it on, son. So this will probably give us our first real taste of combat. I'm assuming it's probably gonna throw me almost immediately into auto combat. So let's see what happens once I click past this. It's showing me the different skills and abilities and how to actually play. So let's see. It's actually not going into auto combat. That's pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and see if we can help. It looks like, oh, get out of there, what are you doing? Whew, that was a close one. I kind of like ended up blocking my animation a little bit. If I hold down the spacebar, will I end up attacking? Yes. Oh no. Oh, I barely got out of there. Does this lock? I don't know what that does. I don't think it does. Oh, it does actually. Yeah. So if you end up clicking this icon to the top right, it'll actually kind of lock a little bit on the enemy. That, as far as I'm aware. So that's cool that they allowed me to fight the boss without, you know, automatically going into auto combat. So I'm glad that they gave me a little bit of a taste of what combat is. I will say, and I don't know if it's because I'm playing here in North America and the servers are in Korea, there is like a really weird delay, like me trying to dodge and attack and stuff like that, but I'm sure it's gonna work pretty flawlessly once the game actually comes out. And then another thing I really want to point out that I just noticed is, like I said, and if you guys watch my other videos about mobile MMOs, is I'm not a big fan of when they have really cluttered user interfaces. This one has maybe a little bit too much on it. Like there's a lot of stuff going on the right side. all those icons on the bottom. If there was a way I could like hide them, I'd love that. But I will say it's actually a fairly clean interface. Like the way that they show up, everything being very transparent, it actually like gives a lot of space for your character and for the actual action that's actually happening on the screen. So bravo, thank you TERA for actually doing something like that. Okay, so I received a small loot box. I'm assuming this is going to give me a new weapon. So that might play in later in the game where it randomly gives you items. Like if you guys ever played Lineage 2 Revolution, they give you a lot of items like this. Looks like I got a brand new scepter. So if I go back here, look at this scepter, it gives me 122 probably magical power. Doesn't seem like it's gonna be that much stronger than the one I've currently got on. So if I equip it, yeah, it might have changed its appearance a little bit. I think the crystal at the end might be a different color. But they're like exactly the same, so not that big, not that much big of a difference going on.
아스키아에 오신 것을 환영해요.
I will say like the cutscenes are actually really good for a mobile game. Like I gotta point this out again. I'm actually really enjoying these cutscenes and remind me a lot of the PC game, so I really like that too. Okay, so it looks like I've actually got into the real game. And obviously the first thing that you see is there are lollies everywhere. That's actually kind of funny that everybody that I've seen so far in this game, as soon as, oh, there we go. One female character, like one adult female looking character. A lot of lollies. I almost actually ended up picking lollies. I'm glad I didn't because I wanted my character to look a little bit different. Let's actually go around and look around the place. This is a pretty great looking game. We've got one of these big guys over here. I can't remember what their names are called. I think it starts with a B or something. I don't know. I actually started off with that character my first time playing the game, but it's been a while since I've played. Look, we've actually got somebody over here with a giant like mount. Look at that wolf mount. That thing is freaking sweet looking. Now, because of how graphically intense the game is, there are a lot of characters that will just randomly pop up. Because I'm sure, you know, I may even have a setting on too. I can't really tell, but I may have a setting where it lowers how many people can actually show up on the screen at once. But yeah, just to let you guys know, there's gonna be, you know, some character pop in here and there. It's to be expected for a mobile game like this because, you know, they definitely can't run like hundreds of players at once. But it's nice to see that there are a lot of players running around playing this game. So another great thing is they have all these emotes that replace your actual character abilities. Like, this is great. Look at that's awesome. Oh, nice. He's dancing. I love it. And then you can sit down. Does he like summon a chair? Oh no, he just like sits on the ground. So while my little guy is sitting here, let's kind of explore the interface just a little bit more. I've got a red icon here on the Mel. I'm assuming it's going to give us some pretty sweet stuff for logging into the game. Got a whole bunch of gold. Let me back out of this. Go to my inventory. Got something new, some rubies. I'm assuming this stuff will give us some materials. It's given us, I recognize the ruby. I don't know what the other stuff is. Okay, so this looks like the cash shop. So it looks like the blue diamonds itself. I don't know what they're called. If anyone knows what they're called, let me know down below. But this is what you do to actually buy materials in the game. It looks like this is the actual cash shop. You can buy some cards. These look suspiciously like things that will give you enhancements, but I can't guarantee it. This is where you buy the crystal diamonds. Let's see. I want to see the cosmetics because I saw they had some pretty sweet cosmetics in this game, and I want my character to look absolutely dope. Here we go. Here's the cosmetics. Here's our character. Let's go ahead and try some of these things on. Let's see, a pirate hat. Oh yeah, looking pretty fly. Let's see. I want to see some chest armor pieces. That is amazing. Okay, and then can we pick a weapon? Can we pick any weapon for a character? That's awesome. These are super great. I don't know. Are these mounts? I can't look at the mounts yet. But you can emote while wearing this stuff. He's so shy. You can get wings. Let's go ahead and put like a little kitty on our back. Just kind of hanging out with us. Please tell me they have a dog. If they had a dog, that would be awesome. They have capes or a jacket that you can just kind of like hang on your back. There are a lot of really fun cosmetic options in this game. You got some wings. You can actually get some masks on. I can't say that properly. Man, my guy looks like a total bad A. You can get pets. Is that what I'm assuming these are? It looks like that's what the pet icon is off to the bottom right. So if I pick up this weird looking monkey thing, and then if I show what the monkey, there it is. There's monkey. running behind me, about to smack into the sword. And then, obviously, they've got mounts. The most important feature. Oh my gosh, what is that? What the heck, is that a disco duck? It's a disco freaking ostrich. That is amazing. Why can I not have this combination? This is the immersion that I'm looking for in my MMORPGs. Please. I want that mount so bad. See, stuff like this, that's not that cool. You know what the kind of mounts that I want in a game? Yeah, I want a freaking alpaca, you guys. I want an alpaca running around as my adventure partner. Well guys, I think that'll probably be it for the end of the video. I just wanted to give you guys a quick impression, show you kind of the gameplay, some of the other functionalities in the game. If you guys want to see more gameplay footage for TERA Mobile, let me know down below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the Koolio crew and to see more mobile MMO videos coming in the future. And also, don't forget to like for my little guy who's gonna go ahead and dance to finish this video off. Alright, my friends, I'll see you next time.